Hey, how's it going, buddy? I'm actually back from the video. In this episode of ZTART, we're going to be talking about growing up and kind of being a teenager. And I know it's my first episode of ZTART in a while. I know some of you guys like this series a lot. Some of you think it's really boring. Well, for those who like it, sit back and relax and enjoy this. So, and also, by the way, yes, a couple days ago in the video, the big life update, it's going to be somewhat similar to that, but not completely. I want to be going a little more in-depth and deep in this one. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So growing up, we'll get into that a little first. So growing up is something we all have to do, something we all go through, no matter who you were, no matter how old you are. And you basically are growing up since the day you're born. Each day you grow up a little bit more and more and more. But I think people think about it more the older they get, more so when they get to become a teenager. You know, I've been a teenager for 3 years now, so I've been around a lot of them, a lot of my friends, and I've had certain emotions myself, and I've known people that have been, and I've talked to them about stuff before. Just kind of how it felt like, emotions they had, and what they felt like. So there's many things. Being a teenager can be awesome, but it can also be sad, it can also be bad, it can also be great. It's kind of like when you grow up, you don't have as many worries as, say, if you're between, like a little kid to, like a baby to, like, maybe, like, 11, 12-ish. Not so much worries. You still have quite a few years before you're an adult. You're still only, like, 5th or 6th grade. And there isn't that much of a problem, really. So you don't really have any pressure to look on you, decide what you want to do when you grow up. You don't have any pressure to really decide what you want to do after high school or anything. You're just kind of like, I'm sitting there. And you, even younger than that, I mean, you never think twice about that much. You're very little about it. And next thing you know, in a few years, you're in 9th or 10th grade, 15, 16-ish, and you're gotta start thinking more. And you have different emotions, and you feel different about things. And there's just many things that go into it. And everyone kind of feels their own way and does their own thing. I would say some pros and cons I've noticed about being older. I'd probably say I've had some great memories being a teenager, some of the best I've ever had, but there are a few pros and there are some cons to it. Pros, there definitely is more freedom with doing stuff, and you have more say in what you can do, and people can understand, take you a little more seriously, rather than if you're like 5 or 6. Cons, though, you gotta really watch out for yourself a little more, because, like, there's more responsibility. If you screw something up bad, or get in trouble at school really bad, it looks a lot worse when you're older, rather than being like 5 or 6. So with great freedom comes great responsibility. I think that's how it goes. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. With great freedom comes great responsibility, and it's a very, very true saying. I might be saying that wrong. Comment down below if I am, but it's somewhat like that. And you do get quite a bit more freedom when you get older, but I mean, you gotta really earn that, trust that, into your parents or teachers or friends and stuff. And another thing is, too, you're not gonna have as many, you're not gonna have, I'm not sure if it's pro or con, it depends how you are. You don't have as many excuses for when you're older. Like, if you do, as I said before, if you do something bad, or screw up something, there's more to blame on you. Or if you're in a crowd of people and you're the oldest, something goes wrong, they're going to look at you for it going wrong. And I've had this happen personally myself a decent amount of times. Well, it's not like I get all the blame, but like if it's school, like if we're all doing something stupid or something, or all yelling something, or doing something we're not supposed to, I mean, I've been the oldest kid in the group before, and they all look at me about it. In which that happens with a lot of people. I'm pretty sure that's happened with a lot of you guys too. But to an extent, it's like you're kind of frustrated about it because some kids were doing it more than you a lot of the times, because that's happened to me a few times. But at the same time, you're kind of the oldest, so there is some more pressure on you there. Another thing is to, I think, another thing I've noticed too is, I don't know if something related to this, like, holidays become not to be as fun, or like, not to say fun, I feel like like, I mean, I love Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Easter, and all that. But I'm not like, when I was younger, I used to be like so excited for Christmas, all presents and everything. And just Thanksgiving, I enjoyed a lot more, spend time with family and stuff, and friends. And no, I mean, just, you get older, and sometimes, I don't know if it's just me, but you don't, holidays just aren't as big of a deal. And I'm a very religious person, so I'm a very religious Christian. I'm not like bashing the Christianity or like the holidays or anything at all, or saying, or no, not at all. I'm just saying they don't seem as like, holidays are time to celebrate time with family, loved ones, and if for religious ones, celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ or his resurrection. But to me, I still, when I get around, I just sometimes don't really honestly, I don't know, they just don't seem is like hyped as much anymore. Like when I used to be younger and I used to watch a lot more cartoons, TV shows, I mean, there'd be all these Christmas specials on like Cartoon Network, Disney, Nick, and like Easter and Thanksgiving. And there just seems like there would be a lot of people talking about it. Now it just seems like to me holidays just sneak up all the time, and Thanksgiving is literally a week ago. I think actually a little less than a week away, like 6 days away. And I'm excited. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited. I love the holidays still. It's just if I would have been like 6 or 7 years old, I would have been looking forward to them a lot more. And I still always love the food and spend time with family and all that. It's just you don't really. It's hard. Some people will know what I mean. Just you don't find enjoyment as much in things at some points. Like you have them, woohoo, yeah, they're really cool, but it's like you've been doing them so long. It feels like in your whole life, it's kind of like there's been sometimes at Christmas where I just open my presents and I just want to stay home, play with them. Sometimes my only like my family, like my parents, my sister, but we got to go to like 2 or 3 other places for it. It's just like, ugh. Like I used to be like, yeah, let's go, and it used to be a lot of fun. I don't know, just you find enjoyment, and like I mean, that's good things being younger. You tend to find a little more enjoyment in other things as when you get older. You're just kind of like, yeah. But that's not the case with everyone. Don't get me wrong. There are people that find enjoyment completely in a lot of that stuff. Also, I would say too, you really start to pick and choose out who your good friends are. And this change, as I said yesterday in a couple days in the video, I said people when they get older, like I had a group of like eight of me and my friends that, or no, include me, there were 7 of my friends I had for like the first like 14 years of my life that I was really close to. And over the past like 3, like, yeah, like, no, it'd be about 2.5, 3 years, there's only like one I see on a regular basis anymore. And it's not so much you're always going to go on bad terms with people. Not most times you don't. It's just kind of people go their own ways when you get older. High school, there's a little bigger school, more things to do, more sports, more activities. People learn change. Some people get put with the wrong crowd. Sadly, that happens a lot. Some people just kind of go the rest. Some people just don't, just no specific reason. I've talked to my parents and sister about this. I mean, they've had the exact same thing happen to them. I haven't had it as bad. When I don't want to say necessarily bad, but I haven't had it so much. Like there have been people that have had like 25, 30 close friends. They'd say they're going to high school, and they've maybe speak to 1 or 2 of them. And I have a good group of friends. I still kind of consider like everyone my friend, but like of my like close friends is on a different scale. So here's my scale. I consider friends, good friends, and like best friends. These people like I see on a regular basis, hang out with quite a bit. These people I see at like school or see there and now, but not much, but still get along with good. These are people I just kind of like I knew old random person. Because it's like if someone were to come up to you and be like, hey, or if you were standing next talking to somebody and someone would come up to you and be like, hey, is this your friend or something? And you don't want to be like, I feel like it'd be weird just to be like, no, it's not. There's some random person, or we just met. For me personally, I just kind of call everyone kind of my friend in a way. But it's different for everyone. Another thing, too, is I would say you start to really cherish moments when you're younger and start to realize what a really good memory is, and you start to really look back on a lot of things. I mean, I'm still only 16. It feels sometimes like I'm 65, sometimes looking back on some stuff I do. Even though I have a lot more years to go. I need to drink water, guys. Just a second. My mouth is really dry. One of the days, actually, I don't remember what the video was. I think I said I filmed it like 3 times. It was like a 20-minute video, and I spent like an hour trying to film, and the next morning my mouth was just so dry because I talked so much so long. So I gotta drink water. I'm doing this. Another thing is too, you will kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You really truly try to find yourself. Like, people try new things when you go, people will try like new fashion styles, new language tones, try new personality. Just anything. It's like a lot of stuff's kind of dumb. Just do what makes you feel happy and what makes you feel good. I'm not saying even if it makes you feel happy and jerk people, no, don't do that at all. That's just being a scumbag. But like, I think people try to impress people so much when you're kind of around my age, or like trying to be top tier, top dog. And really, like, if some guy has like fancy Air Jordans and fancy clothes from like Abercrombie or something, or American Eagle, it's like, that doesn't really say cool. It just says, I spend a lot of money on clothes. Which, if you want to do that, it's fine, but someone to me that's cool is someone who wants to help other people, wants to be friendly, nice to everyone, very calm and caring. Well, they don't have to be calm, but very caring, and someone just is generally a good person. I think there's people in the world who deserve awards, much more recognition for what they've done than some people that are like a lot of celebrities or athletes. I'm not saying there's the bad people, but there's a lot of good people in the world who sadly will probably never get recognized or given an award. Gosh, as soon as I start filming a video, she's got to come out. But that's kind of the truth. I mean, it's kind of sad, but I mean, there are some people that I know that I think really deserve an award for what they've done in their whole life. Yeah, I would say that's just kind of some pros and cons about growing up being a teenager. There's just a lot of different emotions. You get more awkward, you more easily too sometimes. So I don't honestly get awkward that much or feel like embarrassed ever, but I know a lot of people do. And just generally, there's a lot of changes. And I'm guessing I think the average age range on my channel, from what I've seen, is probably between like 12 and 25. So I'm guessing a lot of you can understand this. Some statistic I just saw on a website or like a YouTube statistic said everyone that watched videos was between like 35 and 45. Like, I mean, it said 100%. Like, there's no way, because I know I can name like 8 of my close friends that watch my videos that are around 15, 16. I can name another like 3 friends that are around like 10 or 11. So I don't know what the exact statistics are on that. I know there was one that showed like, I don't know if it's true, it was like 86% of my fans or subscribers are from the United States. It's like 10% are from Canada. It was like 3% from UK, 1% just everywhere else. So I'm not sure. I should look that up too. By the way, guys, another thing coming up is I will be having editing videos soon. I'm trying to save up for a good camera and get a video editing software. There's actually some good free video editing softwares on I can download, I can get on my new computer. And it's weird too, because all the stuff on here costs subscription, like $5 a month. There's the completely free stuff on there. You pay like $10 for a whole year on there. And that's like really fancy stuff. So I'm probably going to get a camera soon, and then I'm going to get a video editing software there. So videos will become higher quality too. There's just going to have to be a lot of these straightforward, no-cut videos for a while, because I don't really want to spend a whole lot of money on editing stuff for my phone. I might get one more payment thing for like 3 months on here. I'm not sure. But overall, thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below your thoughts about this video and growing up, being a teenager, and just in general and all that stuff. Remember, guys, let's try and get 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you all very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.